slight shift, and then that'll be the last thing. Do you think that? Do you believe that we are all essentially the same thing, but it's like our experience, like our consciousness is all the same and connected. But if I lived your experience, I would have been you,
Sure.
right? Like I can see
Yeah, yeah,
how
yeah.
your stuff led to you being you, just like a
Mm-hmm,
trauma.
mm-hmm,
I can see how that stuff led to you being you,
mm-hmm.
right? And we're all technically from the Big Bang. We all came from one thing.
Yeah,
We are all literally one. If there was no Big Bang, there would not be
yeah,
us,
yeah.
right? So is it like, is this just the like I heard this on Billy Carson. I'm like, that's pretty interesting. It's like the universe is a data gathering device or machine or something. And it's just like playing out these different scenarios so it can know what it's like to be these different things,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's like, is this all just a mental data gathering thing, and like it's all just playing itself out, and we're just watching, like, will, like, if this was a petri dish, you're like, will the virus take over
Sure.
the
Yeah, 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 yeah,
organism?
yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I understand
it's
what you're
all the
saying.
same thing though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know
But
what I
like
mean?
under
And it's
certain
just,
circumstances, right? Well, if it's too cold, then it's not going to. If it's
that's
hot,
what I'm saying.
it's going to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think
It's
I
almost
see what
like
you're saying.
that,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right? Like, is the universe, like, let's say you were a scientist, the universe is a scientist, and it's just like putting this experiment down, like watching it, like, huh, what if I just put a little bit of that?
Yeah.
And then, like, okay, it's moving in this direction. Okay, well, what happens if we introduce this? And then it's moving in this direction. You know what I mean? It's like, it's almost like we are literally just one organism that's like a viral organism that's either going to take over the planet or not,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
And are we a negative organism? Are we going to kill the host? Or are we like a symbiotic organism where we're going to like work with the host,
Right.
you know? It's almost, you know what it's like? It's like you have the earth, right? And then you have panspermia, like the bacteria comes from a different planet and then
Mm-hmm.
it lands on earth and then life grows. So they hypothesize that human beings are a part of, or like life on earth is a part of panspermia, right? If that's true, then we are technically aliens because like it came not from earth, right? So is it almost like that's kind of the thing? It's like you have this like this device that can habitate life, and then you're like, let me just drop some life in there and like let's see what develops from this thing, because it just seems like a weird horde thing that we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
War, no war, blue, red, Trump's the enemy, Trump's the god, and just
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, we even talk about Trump with the hot mic. He's like, oh, and they need to follow their people, like him being the king. I'm like, dude, what are you saying?
Sure.
It's like this is almost like what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This like experiment of life on a planet, you know?
Yeah,
Or does
yeah,
that
yeah.
seem too out there? But you know what I'm trying to say, right? It's like it
Yeah.
looks so crazy. It's just like if you zoomed out, you're not like my day-to-day life. I gotta pay bills. I gotta feed myself. Blah blah blah. If you zoomed out and you look at it like anthropomorphically or like as a science experiment, you're like, oh, I could totally see how this is working.
Yeah, of course.
Like let's give them internet so that they can talk. Ooh, interesting. They're kind of working together. Hmm. But that's
Mm-hmm.
almost like the UFO thing. Remember I told you, like, let's just drop a craft and see what they do with the craft. Oh, they
Right.
turned into a weapon. Interesting. Okay, okay. Right? Like,
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Maybe that's
that means we're in the simulation.
that. Right. Right. Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
No, literally, but not like a Matrix simulation, but like a simulation, and it's like it's controlled experiment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when you say, oh, we're in a simulation, it's like, oh, we're in code. It's like not really. It's more like a controlled experiment.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like Earth is a controlled experiment right now
Right.
because we can't leave Earth. Like you and I can't leave Earth. We're stuck
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we're so, and the only thing that changes the experiment is your decisions. Oh my God, that's so crazy. The only thing that actually changes Earth is a thought,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, okay, if I tell you to be a better person, you become a better person, then you're gonna tell another person to be a better person. Another person's gonna tell.
Sure.
It's like a intergenerational trauma,
Right. Yeah.
right? Same thing. Or intergenerational positivity.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's more like it's just your thought DNA programming. It goes back to CBT from last week, which is like emotions, thoughts, behaviors. And we can control a behavior by controlling the thought,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, is that what this is? Is fear going to win over love? I don't know. Let's see.
True. Yeah.
But that's what they that's the craziest part about this. You're like, yeah, that's true, right? But if you look into like Christianity and stuff, it's like a chessboard and it's like God and the devil playing chess with humanity.
Mm-hmm.
But God and the devil are friends. That's why they're playing a chess game.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
You know, it's just like that's all they're doing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that is life.
I think that's what these analogies to life is. That's why we read about those stories. 'Cause that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's not just them. It was Zeus, the Greeks. It was
Yeah,
always
totally.
that,
Yeah, for sure.
right? We gave it to, like, why are we fighting?
God of
What's this
War versus
war? God
Athena.
of
Yeah,
yeah,
totally.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe so many people knew back then. They were like, oh, we're just like a giant science experiment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but the craziest part is like going back to the beginning, it's like if you just understood the key, which is farming your XP and getting rid of the mind so that you don't think about it, you just like farm the XP for positivity. It's like maybe that's what we need to learn. Maybe that's what like the whole end game is. Like what's the meaning of life, right? There's no meaning technically to our individual lives, but as a
No.
whole, there is meaning to our life. It's
Mm-hmm.
like everyday actions affect the world positively or negatively. And your actions quite literally shape the world around you. And then the world that's around you expands to the general world as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we are all change agents for this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, when you have like clear water and you drop like ink in the water and you see it like spread?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like that. I'm gonna drop a little bit of blue, and it's like okay, it's starting to spread. Okay, and then the bad sides. I'm gonna drop a little red, and then it's gonna start turning red. And you just keep both. Everyone just keeps dropping their ink drops until like one color's gonna take over, and that's how it feels. But we all have ink droppers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or is that friggin' out there? It's like I could see it in my head. I'm like, that's kind of what's
Yeah, I
going
see
on,
it. I
right?
see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because the world, like, what are we doing? You know, you feel so disempowered to change the world, but it's just that ink dropper, bro. Just
Mm-hmm.
drop the ink, and then like somebody else will drop the ink, and then like more ink drops in this direction. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right. So drop your ink in a positive direction, because yeah, the bad people are dropping their ink in their direction.
Yeah,
We're all
that's
just
true.
dropping ink, bro. So like,
Mm-hmm.
make your decisions. But it's so hard to drop positive ink when you're in a negative environment.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
that's their
that's the
trick.
toughest thing. Yeah.
But that's their trick. It's like, hey, if I make cost of living so high, if I make it so you have to work all the time, you can't see your kids, you can't do sports, you can't do anything. Now we're going to war. It's like it's so hard to drop a positive bit of ink because there's so much negativity forcing you
Sure.
to be like, just be negative, bro. Just be negative.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. It's easier to blame others.
Right?
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
No, think about that, bro.
Yeah.
No, same the boxing combination, and it's like, oh, I did that wrong. It's like, stop thinking about that. Just do the next one. It's like, yeah, because that's the negativity just coming in. It's like, everything sucks. It's like it's
Mm,
so easy to fall into the negativity,
exactly. Yeah.
but just drop the positivity, bro.
Hmm.